got to be willing to compromise. We've got to be willing to, everybody accept a little piece of what we don't like in order to come up with a broader solution. You know, it's one of the lessons I learned, and Bill and George can speak to this, as can Ruth. When I was governor, you know, the legislature didn't always send me a budget that I liked, and we would negotiate around that, and I would wind up accepting some things that I didn't like, and they would accept some things they didn't like. But one of the challenges, and I think you would probably agree with this, Kelly, one of the challenges in Washington is that we've gotten a lot more partisan, and it's harder to get people to come to an agreement, because the way our system has worked, it's moved people to either end of the ideological spectrum. And that means it's a lot harder to get people to agree. And, you know, compromise has almost become a dirty word in Washington. And that's not how our government works. Our government works because people are willing to say, we're going to figure out how to do this, and we're not all going to get exactly what we want, but we're going to advance an agenda forward that's good for the country. And I think we have too often forgotten that today.
Can I, excuse me, add as well? I agree, compromise is so critical, and if you look at our Constitution, that was a great compromise, that people were able to come together in the forming of our government, and nothing gets done without working with other people and working across the aisle. And I think that leadership matters, and a willingness to take risks and to have courage. And I think that leadership also at the top matters, of bringing people together and really focusing people to solve problems. And so whether it was, you know, Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill working together across the aisle to extend the preservation of Social Security, we've seen examples in our history that make a difference. And can I mention, I want to mention Renee Plummer's here, and we had a hearing in Washington this week before the Homeland Security Committee, and she's involved with a group called No Labels. And this group is actually, we had before our committee, we had John Huntsman, governor of Utah, we had Joe Lieberman, who was a Democratic senator from that we both have great respect for, from Connecticut, and we had business leaders at the hearing. And this is also the cause of people coming together outside of Washington to say, hey, it's time for us to look at the big picture of this country and figure out how we can work together to really come up with, when it's the $18 trillion in debt, how are we going to come up with that big fiscal agreement that will require all of us to show some leadership. So I think you see efforts beyond Washington really pushing this idea of solving problems.